It's morphin time. Pterodactyl. Hi there, this is Datila with Rangers of Wrestling, bringing you the It's Wrestling Time post show. And for tonight, I will be reviewing Monday Night Raw, and I'm joined, as always, by the one, the only, the Swerve Show, and the biggest AEW mark that I know, Brett J. Rasmussen.
Yes.
What's up?
All right, so there's a lot to discuss as we build to WrestleMania, you guys. We have I think they said 5 weeks to WrestleMania, and I take back everything I said about last year's build to WrestleMania. I actually like last year's build better than this year's. I will say that right now.
There is only one match on this entire Mania that I give a crap about. Can we please start with that? Or do we have to start from the beginning?
No, actually, we can start with that. Let's start with that. Let's start with how.
All right.
Danny says, "Hey, caveman dude. Hey, Swerve and me." All right. So as Monday Night Raw closed tonight, we found out the person who's going to challenge, who accepted Edge's challenge, is none other than the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, I actually heard that these rumors going back a couple weeks ago that it was going to be AJ Styles versus Edge at WrestleMania. And for this match alone, WWE can have my $9.99. I'm actually really excited about this match. Of course, it looks like Edge is going to be the heel going into this match.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts, Show, about Edge versus AJ Styles?
Wow, for you to just spend money on that is cool. I'll try to make it short and sweet. Thank you, Dan. I like the two competitors. I think they're awesome. The final end does nothing for me. I heard the backstory because 3 years ago, AJ Styles got injured and he wants to get, retaliation against Edge. So that sort of makes sense. It'll be a great match. Something has to be on the line, maybe a retirement angle for Edge. But it doesn't do anything for me. And to jump on what Brett was about to say, Edge being heel, it's one of those weird scenarios. Is he really a heel? Because a week ago, AJ Styles was the bad guy with Omos, wasn't he? And then
he was a face. He was a face.
Oh, he was a face. Okay,
he's been ever since Omos broke off against him. AJ's turned face.
Omos was a heel.
Nope. No.
So on to you. I was about to go on to something, but yeah. No end story to it. I think something has to be on the line.
This match doesn't need an end story. It doesn't need. I will say, and look at all the other matches that. Anyway, this is probably the one match at WrestleMania where I'm like, I don't need anything else. This is what I want. You have AJ Styles versus Edge. Everyone wants it, as Edge said in the promo. I want it. You want it. The fans want it. Yes, we do. This is like Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles, except everyone was getting kicked in the nuts. But oh man, yes, face AJ versus the ultimate opportunist Edge. Oh baby boy, like Edge comes out and he's like, "Someone come and fight me," and they're waiting and they're waiting and they're waiting, and he's like, "Really? This is this is what I've come to," and everything. And then AJ comes out because that's what they were teasing. AJ comes out. He pretty much says, "I accept." And then Edge loses his mind. And it's great. This is a heel turn that I can get behind. And I feel that the reason he is because, like, I'm trying to think, because like I feel that the reason he turned heel is to prove that he is better. This is a match I'm ready for. This is the one match. I care more about this match than Roman v. Brock, Charlotte versus Ronda, Becky versus Belair. Like, they're going to be fun matches, but this is the one. This is the Brock versus Roman. How many times have I seen it?
7 times.
Oh, God, kill me. Is it just this year or is that period?
That's in total.
Okay, well, still, I've already seen them fight at least twice. Whatever. Charlotte versus Ronda. huzzah. WWE gets whatever they want. Like, great. They get their Charlotte versus Ronda match. It's gonna, like, again, these are matches are gonna be fine, but whatever. Brock's losing. They're gonna quote unquote unify the belts. And
Actually, there's a news update on that.
oh
We'll
yeah.
talk about that towards the end.
Okay, but yeah, that's why I put quotes between unify. I think I know what you mean, but unify, like nothing matters, and we'll probably talk about that. This is the one match where I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, this is what I want to see, and Edge can win, AJ can win. It doesn't matter. I'm ready for a good fight. That's what I'm ready for.
Definitely. I feel you there. This is the one match I'm excited to see. The only match I care. Oops. Sorry.
You're in California. It's crazy there. Whatever.
The only match I care about. But all right, so after that, pretty much Monday Night Raw kicked off with the Kevin Owens show. Kevin Owens wearing his hat sideways to continue his mockery of the great state of Texas.
That was great.
And then he introduced his best friend, Seth Freakin Rollins. How many best friends has Kevin had in his entire run in WWE?
Doesn't matter. This is great.
And then he welcomed his special guest, the Alpha Academy. Now, actually, I have to say I really like this opening segment because we have a shoe off with Chad Gable.
Oh, you mean shush. Oh, it's great. Great.
Your mic is muted, I think, because I can't hear you, Brett.
Jesus Christ.
So
I hear him.
We had Gable saying that he has worked his butt off to earn those tag titles and to have a spot at WrestleMania, which is true.
Yes.
Chad Gable, I don't think Chad Gable and Otis have competed at WrestleMania.
Wait, what?
Steve Callahan saying that segment was great.
Oh,
yes,
fantastic.
It was. It was.
It was great because, like, so you have.
So, of course, chaos breaks out. And this, of course, leads into the first match of the evening. Is Seth freaking Rollins and Kevin Owens versus the Alpha Academy. But I'm going to stop right there. Swerve, what did you think of the opening segment?
I thought it was.
You're muted. I think you guys are muted.
I hear him.
My volume is down.
You muted yourself? Or no?
Yeah. No, my volume is down.
It's all good. I thought it was good for Chad Gable. It's getting Chad Gable over with his catchphrases, and he's in there with the big boys, so that's pretty cool. It's another weird random tag team just to throw everybody at WrestleMania. We're gonna get our fatal four ways. On SmackDown, we have the identical lineup to with Naomi and Sasha Banks. Random tag teams are going for the titles. It got over Academy. It got over Otis. It got over, most importantly, Chad Gable, which I like. And like you said, best friends. How many best friends Kevin Owens has? And maybe we're looking forward to him turning on Seth Rollins like he did with Chris Jericho, because he wants to fight Stone Cold at WrestleMania, because that's the only thing that's going to disrupt him from getting the titles with his best friend.
What about you, Brett?
I mean, this entire segment was, I enjoyed it. I love Seth. I love Doofy Seth and Kevin. I adore it. And I love it that, like, Kevin's like, I hate Texas. Everything about Texas sucks. And everything about it is trash. And Kevin and Seth Rollins goes, oh, but don't worry. We're not in Texas. We're in Oakland or wherever they are. And he's
Oakland?
Like,
what? You're getting confused.
I don't know. Like, wherever
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, thank you. Like, they're in Columbus. They're in Columbus. So he's like, oh yeah. Columbus still is like, yeah, like he's still a heel. So he's like, it's still but he's not as like terrible at it. It was great. And then like you have Chad Gable and Otis come out, and I love it. Like, Chad Gable's the best. He's always the best. He comes out. He's doing the thank you. Oh, it's so great. And like, I love it. I love it so much. So they all sit down, and like I think it was Kevin Owens. He went, we even got a chair that's big enough for you, Otis, that will be able to hold you. And he's like, and everyone's waiting, watching him going, and he sits. I love it. And even so, like, Chad Gable brought up a good point. It's like, you don't need these belts. Seth, you main evented Mania. Kevin Owens, you've been to Mania. We have never been on the card at all. And I'm like, ooh, that's a good point. I like that. Like, there were some good points brought up. And yeah, like, the match, we'll get to that, but this opening promo was fun. This was definitely fun. Chad Gable's the best. I like how I'm starting to see old Otis a little bit more. I'm starting to see like the heavy machinery Otis instead of just him being like, I want to see, I miss old Otis. I need to see more of that.
Even if that includes comedy, because I don't like the comedy. I like the Big Van Vader type of Otis.
Oh. Yeah, comedies. Brett, he's talking to you.
Brett.
Yeah.
I think he froze. Oh.
I'm here. What?
He said,
do you want the comedy that comes with him? Because me personally, I like the Big Van Vader version of him.
No. He had far more charisma when he was Heavy Machinery Otis. That he had far more charisma. He was the best. With him and Tucker, it was awesome. I hate that when he first joined the Alpha Academy, they had no characters at all. Chad Gable, like what they're doing now is that they're adding character to them or back to them again.
I don't want him to go back to the
Oh God, that was great. That was great.
He might get stuck in Biggie. He might get stuck in that Biggie role because like just the comedy act. Like at least now you could picture him as a U.S. champion.
Michael 101.91 says that segment was awful. Gable and Owens going sounded like they were 5-year-olds.
Oh, the fun! This was dumb fun. This was dumb fun. I like whatever. I like this. The whole thing is that we have kind of accepted into who these characters are. So, this was great. I very much enjoyed it. The match is a different story, or at least the finish of the match, I have a different story. But again, this was fine. This was again, I've seen better promos before, but this was harmless. It didn't hurt any of the characters. There were good points brought up by both teams about why they should win the belts and why they should go to Mania. Like, it's that Seth and Kevin want to have the WrestleMania moment. And that Chad and Otis have never been on the card at all, ever. So, no, this was great.
Yeah. All right. So this leads into the first match of the night, which, like I said earlier, is Seth freaking Rollins and Kevin Owens versus the Alpha Academy. I didn't think this match was that bad. I liked it. I did like the finish towards the end. It was a buckle bomb to the stunner, to that stomp that Seth Rollins does, and of course Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins picked up the win. But knowing WWE, this is 50-50 booking, so if they won this week, that means they're losing next week. So what's your thoughts on the match?
You explained it to a T. There was really nothing important about this match besides knowing that there was nothing important about it. I can't extend this any longer. They're going to go back and forth. Like you said, this isn't the main event. They'll win, they'll lose, whatever.
I think this is gonna be the common thing with WWE is that, good chemistry, good match, this was great, but nothing matters. That's the problem with all of this. Nothing matters. And the problem with this specific match is that it was Seth and Kevin versus the Alpha Academy, and you have Seth and Kevin go over. You have them beat the champions clean in the ring. You do not do that. If you have, one, just don't book the match. And two, if you're going to book the match, I know this is dumb because we get it all of the time, but if you have to do something, just do something. Why are you pinning your champions literally a week before they have to go and fight for the belts? The booking of it is.
How did they even get a title opportunity?
Michael 10159 says Gable's thank you, cringe. It was an okay
thank you.
match.
Thank you.
How did they get a tag team opportunity? They beat them last week. They beat RKBro, and the stipulation was that if they defeated RKBro, they would be added to the match. So then they did.
They've been campaigning to get themselves into the tag match. Then that was what they brought up in the promo, is that we were supposed to just fight RK-Bro, but now we are down.
They weaseled their way into the match.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's what makes, like, that's why it's now this triple threat. It is what it is. I don't like how they booked the ending, but
I like the ending. The finish, I should say.
You don't.
What happened at the ending? I was watching it, but what happened?
I said that it was a buckle bomb to the stunner to the punt. That was a good combination.
That's a good finish, but you don't book your champions to lose. That's the problem. That's what I don't like, is that you have booked your champions to lose.
Do you guys possibly see that Austin coming with a tag team partner to fight Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins?
What?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, last I heard it was supposed to be a singles match between him and Owens.
Yeah, because I was just thinking hopefully they don't, because Seth Rollins doesn't need to use a buckle bomb and injure another legend.
101.91 says typical WWE booking their champions to lose. Yes. So then after that, we had almost cut a promo saying that he's dominated all of his opponents and will face his largest opponent to date. It was him versus T-Bar. What do I have to say about this match? Poor T-Bar didn't even get the chance. Almost attacked him before the start of the match. I don't want to say this is a squash match, but it was a short match. Omos was victorious. And I have to say, I dislike this because where the hell has T-Bar been for the last couple of months? This is his first match back on Raw. He loses. And not only that, it's almost, unfortunately, he's another great Khali. Like, he's not ready yet. What are your thoughts, Warshow?
Yeah, I agree with you. I was watching you on your Twitter account and talking about where I always want to call him T-Boss from TLC. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad it looked like he had his makeup off. Is that true?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was on the floor for the 1, 2, 3. Almost is cringe right now. I've heard rumors from the guy that I usually get my scoops from was that it was supposed to be him and Bobby Lashley for the world title, with MVP being almost his mouthpiece. But plans changed big time and whatnot. Every time I look at him, he's dressed exactly in the same exact ring gear Shaq was in AEW. I hope he's better than Great Khali, but Khali has a lot of India behind his back. Like when I did that interview with that guy from over there, and he's just like, everybody loves Great Khali. Nobody has that same fandom for Omos. Unfortunately, I could just see him probably winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royale at the Royal Rumble. This match was just a squash and quick, like you said, Datila.
What about you, Brett? Thoughts?
This match angered me. This match actually angered me. I think I texted you this.
Yeah, you
when
did.
I'm watching it. This match actually angered me. What a way! Like, Dominic Dijak is
Dijakovic, isn't it?
That's his indie name is Dominic Dijak, and then he turned him into Dominic Dijakovic.
Oh, okay.
But or it was Dijak. It was just Dijak. But anyway, same guy. Whatever. Dominic Dijakovic is amazing. He is a great wrestler. Some of the best matches I ever saw from him was him against Keith Lee. His work in NXT, but ever since he became T-Bar, and even this, he comes out, doesn't have the paint on. He kind of has this like just rugged jacket, so he has a new look. But you just waste him. You just have like Omos gonna take no bumps at all from this big dude. I mean, like, you have a Hoss match, but nothing. Like, it's a 2 to 3 minute match. Omos beats the tar out of Dominic Dijakovic, which is T-Bar, and that's it. Like, you have it's infuriating. It is just absolutely infuriating of just what a waste that they are just doing with Dominic Dijakovic. Like, it's
Michael 101591 says Omos is absolutely terrible. Great Khali 2.0 and T-Bar is buried.
like Dominic Dijakovic deserves better booking and is far more useful than anything he has been given. Like, it is, and like it's ridiculous. And like Sean Ross Sapp said that tweet. I retweeted that. Sean Ross Sapp is completely correct. Like, it is completely unexcusable for how they are booking T-Bar, Dominic Dijakovic. It is infuriating. They don't know what they're doing with talent like that. And I'm not asking him to become world champion or anything like that, but like, my God, you have a fantastic wrestler on your hands and you don't know how to do it. And I could say that about multiple other wrestlers. But God, this T-Bar deserves better than this.
Hashtag T-Bar deserves better. Or hashtag give T-Bar a chance.
That's not going to happen.
All right, so then after this, we had the 6-women tag match. It was Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki A.s.h.
Your microphone is backed up.
Oh, it is? I think that's yours.
Oh my God! Whoa, hello.
Was it mine?
I don't know. I have no idea what happened.
Just mute yourself and then we'll see.
Okay.
Yep, it's here.
Okay. What? Oh. Okay. Anyway, go. Continue, Datila. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. So actually, I don't know about you guys, but I actually really liked this match. I enjoyed it. I will say that I did. I actually really enjoyed this match. I have to say one of my favorite spots was when Bianca Belair whipped Becky Lynch with her hair, because she was using that hair as a weapon throughout the entire match. Like, Becky Lynch used that hair to pull Bianca towards the post. She tied her hair on the rope. So Becky Lynch got those whips coming to her and rightfully deserved it. What are your thoughts on this match?
Oh God! Okay, so one nitpick about this match is that I don't like it. So you have the heels come out. So what they do is that they have a promo with Nikki and
Michael 101591 said awful women's match. Danny said feel my wrath. First whip was very loud. God swerve show. Yeah, probably. Go ahead.
So the match was actually not bad. The match with this was actually pretty good. So the nitpick I have is that you have the heels come out just to Becky's theme, but then you have the faces come out. So you have Rhea, then Liv, and then Bianca come out to their different teams or different themes, which shows that WWE, you're seeing kind of the hierarchy of what WWE think. Because, like, apparently Nikki and Doudrop can't come out to their own themes. I would have preferred it, like, if you're doing Becky with the other three and then Bianca with the other, or whatever, fine. It's not what I would like, but fine. But this match was not really good. This match was definitely good. And God, that hair whip that was so good.
Yeah.
So
That
good.
was my favorite part of this match. It really was.
Oh, good match. This was definitely a good match. I
have to say, was Teddy Long booking tonight's show? Because we had a lot of tag team matches, player. Holla.
I don't know.
But after this match, we had Robert Roode versus Tommaso Ciampa, and the talk of the town was that Tommaso Ciampa's theme music changed.
Why?
And Tommaso Ciampa was victorious in this match, but he got a post-match beatdown by Dolph Ziggler. Michael 101591 saying, player, holla, holla, holla. Thoughts on the Tommaso Ciampa music change?
I I actually didn't catch his new theme, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just generic rock that they've been doing for like all the rest of the themes that they've been changing that isn't CFO $sign or CFOS or CFO money or whatever. CFO money, CFOS, whoever, those guys who like did all of like Shinsuke Nakamura's theme, the glorious theme for Bobby Roode and like everyone else was he was the best thing to come back since
You seen they changed it. It's so generic. Michael 101 591 saying off on DKY they change things. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Danny Satan said he went to school with Michael Rasmussen.
I think Johnson, what's his name? God,
Jim Johnson,
thank you. Yeah, like CFO $sign is the best thing that WWE's done since, or like the best music that they have gotten since Jim Johnson. And Jim Johnson is amazing. And this like what they did, they just made their own music, and now you changed it. And like whatever, this match was fine. Like whatever, this match is fine. You have like it's Bobby Roode versus Tommaso Ciampa. You're seeing Ciampa in the ring. Thank you God that Ciampa, like at least the match finished. You didn't have like the Dirty Dogs come in to just beat the tar out of Tommaso during the match to create a DQ. But the match is fine. It's whatever. It promotes NXT. Great.
Which is what they should have done a long time ago, honestly.
Exactly. So
then we had another tag match. This is what I'm saying. The Teddy Long booked tonight's show because there was a lot of tag matches.
I don't know. I think they're trying to get everyone in before Mania.
So we had a mixed tag match. It's Reggie and Dana Brooke versus Tamina and Akira Tozawa.
This was actually really fun. Actually, this is dumb. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But this was actually like I don't mind this. This is harmless. Anyway.
I guess you could say it was a fun little match. I did like that even though Reggie and Dana Brooke won, they were kind of egging Tamina and Akira Tozawa to kiss, and you could see Akira Tozawa like kind of pucker up and stuff.
So the whole thing is, so you have a mixed tag between Dana Brooke and Reggie versus Akira Tozawa and Tamina, and they all come out and they do their whole thing, and you have a schmoz between them. Great moves between them. I've always been a fan of Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke is great. Like I very much enjoy Dana Brooke and what she does, and I'm actually a fan of Tamina. I do enjoy Tamina. Like again, I'm not a fan of all the hate towards her. Is Tamina the greatest wrestler? No. Tamina could do better, but I'm not like a hater on Tamina. And like this match was fun. It meant nothing. And mind you, I'm kind of used to this when it comes to like WWE matches, but like for this kind of thing, like what they did last week, where like I loved it 2 weeks ago when they had the Valentine's Day date and Reggie pretty much like pinned Dana because he was friend zoned. That was phenomenal. I loved it. Then last week, in order for Dana to get the belt back, like Reggie's like, I'm sorry, here, I'll let you pin me. And then he like kicks out, and then he kicks out again. And then Dana's like, fine, I'll kiss you. And then he's like, I can't do it anymore. And she gets the belt. And now Reggie and Dana are a thing. And that whole thing, like this was great fun. And then like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Why like, so like Akira, Tozawa, and Tamina lose. And then Dana like kisses Reggie. So then Tamina's on the outside, Akira's on the outside, and then like just Tamina grabs Akira Tozawa's face and then kisses him. And then Akira Tozawa does the whole like doves, like just love sick puppy kind of thing. It's stupid, it's dumb. I don't mind it. It's whatever. This like it was for about an hour and a half of the show where it was either outside of that T-bar match, it was like fine. As it went on, though, it actually started to frustrate me way more.
All right, so Steve Callahan saying we had 3 roll-up pins tonight. Michael 101591 saying the 24/7 title is more prestigious than the IC title, and that's sad that what WWE thinks of the IC title.
No, that's no. They like the 24/7 belt is still a joke belt. This whole thing doesn't matter. Maybe to us, when we think of prestigious, we think of matches like, Omega versus Hangman, or like that, these big matches like Cena versus Rock, whatever, like these very big
or
matches.
Josh Alexander versus Christian Cage.
Yeah, like when we think of prestige, we're thinking of these like hard-hitting, these technical wrestling matches. The Intercontinental belt is still taken seriously, even though it's a celebrity match. At least in their eyes, the storyline of Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville, regardless of how stupid it is, it makes sense. Of what happened is that, like with Sami Zayn going to the Jackass premiere, ruining Johnny Knoxville's show, like his whole like parade. Johnny Knoxville then comes back on SmackDown and goes, "I'm going to ruin your parade. I'm going to fight you at Mania, which is your show, and I'm going to beat you." And then that's when Sami Zayn haluva kicked the crap out.
Twice.
Oh, because he missed. The first time he missed, it was like a mile long that he missed, so he had to do it again. It was great. But like, I'm still not looking forward to that match. But in regards to the Intercontinental belt being taken more seriously, like the Intercontinental belt is taken more seriously than the 24/7 belt. The 24/7 belt is still a joke belt. Now, if we talk about the women's tag belts versus 24/7 belts,
well, we'll get to those right now. I can't stand these 24/7 garbage stuff. Wow.
It's to me, like, I don't take it seriously. It's so whatever. It doesn't matter. I would get more mad if you start to put Ricochet and Hurt Business and other people into that. You have these 5 people. You have Dana, Reggie, Akira Tozawa, Tamina, and R-Truth.
That's because they pretty much released everybody that originally was chasing after that 24/7 title.
Like, it's like, if you keep it to those 5, it's fine. It's so whatever. It's so benign. It's just harmless fun. Yeah. This was fine. I enjoyed it.
All right. So then after this, we had a backstage segment with Mr. McMahon and Austin Theory talking about Mr. McMahon.
Wait, there were 2 of them?
What?
There were 2 of these?
No, I said a segment.
Oh, okay. I thought because there was one near the end of the show. I was like, okay. Sorry, I missed this one. Go on.
No. Oh, wait. No, you're right. Sorry, I got confused. I wrote it to the top. You're confusing me now, Brett.
It's what I do. Yeah. All right. So
usually, sometimes, like, if on my notes, usually when it's just a segment like that, I just like write one line, like the gist of the whole segment.
Mm-hmm.
That's very top. So I got confused. My bad.
No, that because that was at the end. I'm like, wait a minute, there were 2 of them. I'm pretty sure there wasn't, but no. All right. So what happened next after the 24/7 belt?
So we had the Mysterios versus the Hurt Business. Okay. Another tag match. That's what I'm telling you. Teddy Long wants to book tonight's show because we had let me count the tag matches. We had, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tag matches.
I mean, there have been episodes of Dynamite where like 3 of the 5 matches are tag matches, but at least they're fun and good. So
before the match even started, we had a promo with the Mysterios. Ray telling Miz that he's done with all the BS. And Dominic said that they ain't focused on the Hollywood fanboy and focused on the Hurt Business. And then Miz comes out and he starts listing his accolades. Like, he said that he beat John Cena at the main event WrestleMania. He's the only 2-time Grand Slam champion. With Maurice, he elevated the IC title, made it prestige again. And he said he's the host of the most must-see talk show. And then he said, he goes on to say that he heard cheers finally. So that means he's finally getting the respect that he deserves. And he said that they're sick. The people are sick and tired of watching the same old standard crap. Well, he's not wrong with that last part.
Like, wow. I'm like, hey, man, you're talking about like your entire show, dude. Look, when Miz was naming off all of his accomplishments, I'm like, he's like, I married Maurice, and I did this, and me and my wife made the Intercontinental belt matter. And I'm like, yes, you did. Yes, you freaking did.
Who can forget his incredible rivalry with Dolph Ziggler in 2016?
Was that what did he hold the belt during that time? I don't know. All I know is
Miz, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. That entire time he held the Intercontinental belt, that entire tour, when it was the tour of the Intercontinental belt, it was the best. It was the best.
I'm surprised he has not surpassed Chris Jericho's IC title reigns. He's at 8. Jericho had 9.
I think he will. He will.
He'll tie Jericho, that's for sure.
They'll have him. It depends, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have Miz have more reigns than Jericho. It'd be yeah.
Michael 101591 saying every time Miz gets on the mic, it is mute the TV worthy. Steve Callahan says they need a new tag team with the women's tag belts. We got a new tag team on Friday Night SmackDown if you were paying attention.
Oh god, that was so dumb. Oh god, it was so dumb.
Before we talk about that, let's get into this match. So after that long promo, the match started with them, which I guess wasn't a bad match. But the Miz got involved, causing a distraction, allowing Rey Mysterio to chase after him and causing them the match. So the Hurt Business won. On the bright side, at least the Hurt Business got a victory here.
But it makes Dominic look like a bitch. Oh, God, Jesus. It makes me so mad. I see Dominic come out with Rey Mysterio. And every time I see it, I'm like, you should be where Hook is. How? You should have the star power that Hook has. It's Rey freaking Mysterio. And you're just, again, Rey's kid. I hate it. And it sucks that, yay, the Hurt Business wins. Great. Who cares?
Michael 101591 saying Hook is greater than Dominic.
He is. That's the problem. I love Hook. And I actually like him. Yes, I was down with all the memes oh, look at the dude in the jacket who holds a bag of chips out, but he's legitimately good because they book him that way. They have him fight lower tier guys, beat the tar out of them, and then they have him fight upper undercard guys. He's going to get a fight with QT Marshall at the pre-show of Revolution at the buy-in. Send Hook, yes. Okay, so but what I know I keep talking about AEW, but there's a reason to my point is that Dominic has been in WWE longer than Hook has been in AEW. And he's been getting the rub from his dad, who is a legitimate legend. No matter where he goes, he is a legend. And the reason that Rey chose to be with WWE is because that's where he got his big star power. That's where he got everything, and he felt that would be the best way for his son to get what he got. The problem is that the way they keep booking Dominic, his son, Dominic Mysterio, is that he cannot do anything without Daddy Mysterio. In this match, showed it just in blinding colors. Miz comes in, interrupts the match, pretty much I think it was Dom was about to do a move or something, stops Dom from doing it. Rey gets pissed, chases off Miz, and by doing that, leaves Dom in the middle of the ring to have Cedric and or Shelton Benjamin to beat his ass, beats him, pins him, 1, 2, 3, and Hurt Business isn't going to be on Mania. They're not. They're not fighting for the Raw belts. They're not fighting for the SmackDown belts. They're not going to be doing any of that. You gave the Hurt Business a win. It doesn't matter. Great. I love the Hurt Business. I love both of them, and I wish they were getting booked better, but they're not. They could have taken a loss from this and have Dom be the one to get the pin. No, you can't have Dom do anything without Rey Mysterio, and they keep doing this.
Dominic just stood there and got the loss.
It's ridiculous. It's frustrating that they don't let Dom get like decisive wins in his matches. He cannot get wins without Daddy Mysterio, and it's infuriating. It is frustrating. And look, this is another match that I could care less about. I love The Miz. I love Rey Mysterio. I am one of those guys who defends The Miz, and goes, he's a great wrestler.
Michael 101.91 asks, who would win in a match, Hook or Dominic?
Hook. Straight up and down, Hook.
It's sad. Steve Callahan says, it's sad. What a waste.
Like, and this is what's going to happen. And we're going to get 50-50 booking, and this is what we're going to get. And we're going to have Logan Paul and The Miz. At Mania, you have to have Dom, and you have to have the Mysterios go over. You have to have them win this. But I worry because they're not really creating a storyline with this. It's just Logan Paul's here, and it's with The Miz, and we're like, this whole Mania is just feels like a trash fire. They're just throwing everything at the...
It's like I said at the beginning, like, I take back what I said about last year's WrestleMania, but at least we had somewhat of a build last year. This year is horrible.
The build to it is horrendous.
Michael 101.591 says, I don't even care for this match at WrestleMania. It's going to be awful if Miz and Logan Paul win this match. I got my bucket ready to puke. Is it sad that I'm more excited about next year's WrestleMania than I am about this Mania?
I'm not. I'm more excited for that Revolution card. If you got me,
I'm more excited about Sacrifice and Revolution.
Ooh, that Sacrifice card is going to be good. But anyway, this, like, I don't get it. Like, WWE is trying to do everything they can to fill the 55,000 seats that they have in this
20,000. I read this morning. It was 20,000 tickets left unsold.
Yeah, but it's 50,000. It's 55,000 that they have sold. So they need to fill the 20,000 each night. So they have 55. They need to get 20,000 more. And what they're doing is they're going, here's...
Michael 101.91 says Revolution's bigger than WrestleMania. Revolution's going to be the most stupendous show. Hey, yeah. Definitely. But I would throw in Impact in there too.
But the thing is that, like, if we look at the Revolution card, the reason why all of us wrestling fans, like, the problem is
you mean you're not a sports entertainment fan?
I like my sports entertainment. Like, I love the Jericho MJF the Shadow of Mine little bit they did like last year or the year before. That was phenomenal. I love me some sports entertainment. I literally just talked praise about the 24/7 match, and that was just all sports entertainment. Like, I like me some sports entertainment, but you need to have it matter. Like, the reason why all of us wrestling fans are excited for, like, Revolution is because...
Sacrifice
is because those companies have made those matches matter. Like, you're excited for Sacrifice because of how they're booking everything up. I haven't been keeping tabs on Impact, so I don't know how stuff is.
Trust me, you're not the only person that does not keep abs on Impact.
I'm aware.
Trust me, you're not the only person.
You are very much in a small boat, Datila. I'm very aware of this. But with Revolution, they are booking it for here's the reason why these matches are happening. Wins and losses, like, things matter. In WWE, 50-50 booking, nothing matters unless you're Roman Reigns or whatever. And now they're, like, throwing everything at the wall. They're getting Ronda, Johnny Knoxville, Logan Paul, Vince McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, what else? What other celebrity matches am I, like, missing? Like,
that's your new celebrity match so far.
Like, you're throwing...
Knoxville versus Zayn.
What?
Knoxville versus Zayn.
Yeah, I already said that.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, like, you have 5 matches on the card with celebrities. And I think it was Lindsay Dorado. It was one, I think it was him, but he put out a tweet. I saw it when I was just scrolling, and he said that the only guy that the boys, which is like the locker room, respects, like the celebrity that they respect, is Bad Bunny. Bad
Well,
Bunny.
of course he did. Bad Bunny. Okay, I will say this: Bad Bunny impressed the hell out of me. But hold on, he impressed the hell out of me because that Canadian destroyer, or as people were calling it, the Bunny Destroyer. Wow.
Like,
But there should actually be two celebrities that people respect. Bad Bunny being one of them. Do you know who the second one is?
no, who?
Stephen Amell. Hello, the Green Arrow.
Oh yeah. Oh, Stephen Amell loves wrestling. Like, and that's the thing. Is like I want Stephen Amell to do a celebrity match in AEW so badly. I want it so badly. But like Bad Bunny cared. Bad Bunny put in the work. That Shaq match they had on AEW was fine. Shaq put in the work. There was an interview with QT Marshall on Wrestle Talk, and they talked about the Shaq match, and Shaq put in the work. It was great. Anyway, I know we're going off topic, but
This WrestleMania is being built on part-timers and celebrities. This would be the worst WrestleMania of all time.
They have no one. You have no one. That's the problem. You have no one. You've built no stars. And like the main event match,
Colin Jost and Michael. I didn't forget.
Look,
I didn't want to remember those guys. That was a pointless appearance.
There will always be some kind of celebrity thing in Mania. Because that's what it's built upon. And it's fine. Look, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with celebrities in wrestling. I have no problem with that. I love the Shaq match. I love that match. That match was great. The Stephen Amell match at All In. Even the SummerSlam match between Cody Stardust and Stephen Amell. That was fine too. Like, I don't know.
That was actually a tag match, but okay.
Oh, well, okay. Well, tag match. Whatever.
It was the Green Arrow and Neville versus Stardust, and I believe Wade Barrett.
That was it. Yeah, because the whole Green Arrow, Red Arrow thing. Yeah. But still, like, I don't mind celebrity matches, but you just don't just have Logan Paul come in because you don't have anyone. The Johnny Knoxville match between him and Sami Zayn, I don't care about because I just don't want to see Johnny Knoxville die. But you have a storyline, you have a through storyline, no matter how bad it is, at least you have a storyline going through it that does make sense. It's not good, but it makes sense. So, anyway.
Definitely. Okay, so then we had the Street Profits versus RKBro, another tag match. Holla.
This match was good. This was a great fun match. Although the finish really confused me.
Was there like a botch or something? Because Randy didn't. Was it?
So you have the Profits, and I love the Profits. They had a promo earlier. I love it about like they were about to start their like whole like yeah, and you have like you have them starting, and then you have Kevin Patrick come up to like start interviewing them. They do their whole "We Want the Smoke" promo. They're phenomenal. Like, and they're pretty much saying that we're gonna fight. We want to get into Mania. We want to fight the winner of the Raw tag belts and everything.
I like how Montez Ford fell into Dawkins' arms.
That was great. Like, and we want the smoke. And then, like, I love the little, like, drag away and, like, Dawkins just, it's great.
Let me see. Michael 101591 saying, did you see Owens almost got dropped on his head after that suplex from Gable? No, I missed that. Steve Callahan saying, I don't care for celebrities at Mania. Knoxville winning that IC title. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
He won't. He won't. They're not going to book it like that. Sami Zayn's still going to win. But
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that at the end.
But
so, the Street Profits win this match, but like I said, was there a botch with Randy?
I don't know, because what happened is that the match at the end is that I believe, I think it was Ford who was doing the pinning on Randy.
Yeah, it was.
Randy tries to put his leg out to like reach for the rope, but I think it looked like it was too far. Like he wouldn't have even reached it at all. And then Dawkins pushed his leg off. So he like pushes it, and so that way he doesn't reach it. Now, mind you, I think that was just Dawkins there to kind of cover it. And then what I was worried about, so the match ends, Randy's still laying down, and you see the ref kind of like going back and forth between the Profits and like RK-Bro, specifically Randy. And it seemed like he was checking in on Randy. I'm hoping that it's just good selling from Randy Orton. But the ending was weird. It was very weird.
Yeah, it was. But I guess we gotta wait and see what happens. Michael 10159 saying, I think Dawkins did that on purpose.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about the pushing of the leg? Oh yeah. That was yeah.
All right, so then before we get into the U.S. title match, we had the backstage segment with Mr. McMahon and Austin Theory. Basically, Austin Theory saying that what if Pat McAfee gets obsessed Vince? So I did like that Austin Theory thought that Vince McMahon hasn't done an interview in like over 20 years, which is a lie because he was on the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast back in 2014. So I thought that was hilarious. If you saw Vince's face, he was kind of like, what are you talking about? You know? But so the rumor mill is that it's gonna be Vince McMahon versus Austin Theory.
Don't.
I mean Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee. Sorry, I messed up.
No.
But I really don't think that Vince McMahon's gonna wrestle in that match. I think it's gonna be Austin Theory. I think that's why he's there.
I don't know. And right now, I think like on the docket, on the inside, internal docket for Mania, it says Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee. Now, here's the thing. First, before I talk about that promo, this is just another example of the pacing of WWE and how WWE doesn't know how to pace their goddamn show.
Before you go, Michael 10159 says 76-year-old Vince in the ring. No, please.
No one wants this. No one wants this. Okay, so we get to the main event match. Okay, so this is what you do. So you do the whole thing, that whole thing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the pacing of this before the match. Okay, before the U.S. title match, you have Vince's entrance, a commercial, a SmackDown video package of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. You have Damian's entrance, then another commercial, then the Vince McMahon promo that you started talking about, which I was like, who cares? And that promo actually, I'm not looking forward to whatever interview that is going to be happening on Pat McAfee's show, because I think it's going to be more of a work promo or a work interview where it's more going to be all about setting up a match. You're not going to be having Pat McAfee actually interview Vince McMahon. It's more going to be more work than anything. Unlike his interview with Brock Lesnar, Pat McAfee interviewing Brock Lesnar, that interview is phenomenal. Because you got to Brock Lesnar actually opened up and talked about why he had a mouthpiece and why he is the way it's phenomenal. I need to go sit down and watch that. But anyway, so Finn entrance, commercial, SmackDown video package of Roman and Brock, Damian's entrance, commercial.
Michael 101 says always a McMahon needs to be slotted in at a WrestleMania.
Whatever. I don't care. The Vince McMahon promo. And then the video, and then the Pat McAfee package, hey, they're doing an interview. And then they start the match. You have all of this happening. Finn sitting in the ring, and then Damian, it's ridiculous. I pace your show. Figure out your crap, WWE.
Well, the U.S. title match between Finn Balor and Damian Priest, I actually liked the title match.
This match is great.
Yes, it was. It was definitely really great. Finn Balor gave it his all to Damian Priest. I will say that. But, he just couldn't. Damian Priest just couldn't conquer Finn Balor. I was shocked Finn Balor was victorious and became the new United States champion.
This match was awesome. This match was great.
I mean, I wasn't mad that Finn Balor became United States champion because it was a great match, but I was just shocked that they gave him the belt.
Really? You're going to give him the belt? Okay.
I was okay. I'm like, okay, so you're giving Finn Balor the belt. Okay.
So the match is coup de grace, just the great back. These two can freaking go.
Michael 10159 saying we could all pace the show better than WWE. Damian Priest went full here in the end, aka Priest went Hulk smash. LOL. But yeah, so at the end,
I will talk about that.
Damian Priest said that he carried basically Priest said that the people carried Finn Balor into this victory, that he never heard this during his title reign, and all that love and motivation.
I wonder why.
And so then he attacks Finn Balor, and he sends him crashing into the announce table. That's for sure.
That was great.
It wasn't Priest's fault that he didn't get that love and that motivation. It wasn't his fault.
So the match was phenomenal. Match was amazing. And Finn winning, I'm all behind that and everything like that. But God, Damian Priest, like, you don't have baby faces. I'm sorry, my hair is like everywhere. Hold on. My hair is like falling. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my hair. It's all everywhere.
Well, my thing is, like, I feel like Damian Priest didn't need to really say that promo. He should have just attacked Balor to make send a statement. He really didn't.
Oh, no. In order to turn heel, you have to cut a stupid promo. And of course, it's a you people promo.
You people.
Of course, because WWE can't have anything creative. Like, it's, and I'm like, he's like, oh, I never got the cheers that you did, Finn. Well, I wonder why. Your gimmick is stupid. Oh, the Damian's gonna come out and get you. What? Shut up. Like, go, and you, like, Damian Priest worked when he was a face, when he was cool guy, Damian Priest. Like, I
like Damian Priest better when he was with Bad Bunny.
I mean, and look, mind you, it sucked that he was kind of just like Bad Bunny's chauffeur, but at least I'm like, but Damian Priest is cool. Like, look at him. And then, like, when Bad Bunny left, you're like, oh, but look at the rub that Bad Bunny gave. Like, look at this cool dude. Look at this deep voice and just everything about Damian Priest just oozes coolness. But they turn him in. They gave him a gimmick of Damian is the angel or the good side, and Priest is the bad side. Or no, I'm sorry, the reverse. Priest is the good side, and Damian's the bad side. And he has this whole like incredible Hulk bullcrap. Like, don't make me mad. You won't like me when I become the Damian. Like, shut up. This is terrible. So this whole thing of him turning heel on Finn, his beatdown was great. I just hated it because of why he turned heel. Oh, I didn't get the cheers. Of course you didn't. You were booked into oblivion. Your gimmick sucks. And like this is not me bashing on Damian Priest, the guy. This is what they're given, and they have to do this.
I will.
Go ahead. No, go, please.
I will say this though: Damian Priest had a better U.S. title reign than Nakamura had IC title reign.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, with Nakamura, yeah, he hasn't defended it for like ever, but like he's kind of just there. At least with Damian, he's doing matches, and mind you, like, he got the bad rub when he had that terrible match in the Thunderdome with the Army of the Dead. That was a terrible match. That was one of the worst matches I ever saw. You don't have enough baby faces. You don't have baby faces, and you turn Damian Priest heel because of you people. Great. Awesome. You do this because you don't have anyone else. You don't know what to do, or let's change it up because we need to get him over, whatever. You didn't need to do this. I would have been so happy that Finn beats him. Damian puts out his hand, shake, and like this whole like, oh, I respect you. The better man won. And I would have liked that, and that would have been much more deserved, or, you know, it would have been much more enjoyable. But no, of course, you have to turn Damian Priest heel, and you have him do the beatdown. And the beatdown was great, but you people, you never cheered for me. And shut up. No. I'm tight. No. Here's the thing. Becky Lynch did a You People promo also when she turned heel. But here's the difference. When Becky did the whole You People promo, it was because her whole deal about that promo was that you all were cheering me. You all got by my side, and that's how I became the man. But then I left, had a baby, And while I was gone, you then cheered for Bianca. And I come back and I'm not getting the same admiration as Bianca is. And that's why she's turned heel. That's why she's the bad guy, is that I'm not getting the cheers and admiration that Bianca's getting.
Well, that and she did beat Bianca in 26 seconds. I know because I was there. I was at SummerSlam.
Dumb. That was so dumb. Fine, you better have Bianca freaking win at Mania. If you don't, oh
Michael
boy.
101591 says Becky has been awful since she came back.
No. I just, the thing is that she should have just stayed a face. She should have stayed a face, but Becky is still definitely one of the better things that's on WWE. I think it's just that, she's awful is because we want to cheer her, but she's actively being a heel. And we want to cheer her, but because she's healing, it doesn't click. Mind you, her heel work is good heel work. I don't know how I felt when, like, that Lita promo where she came out looking all rugged and kind of just beside herself. I personally didn't mind it, but I know a lot of people were like, huh? But overall, like, Becky works as a heel or a face. I would just rather cheer her than boo her because we don't have faces in WWE. There's too many heels. There's too many bad guys and not enough smart faces either, or faces with friends. Like, that's the problem that I have. Damian shouldn't have turned heel, but it's because
Michael 101591 says it's like DJ doesn't know what they want to do with Becky. Made her babyface or heel. It's a 2001 Austin situation.
Yep. Because the fans still want to cheer her. And Becky is actively going out of her way.
Scruffy Deuce says, I still cheer Becky as both.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, look, I cheered heel. Like, I was just talking about how much I adore Seth and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And they're doofs. And I love it. And it's great. Like,
yeah, definitely.
There's nothing wrong. Like, yeah, I mean, I know I keep going back to the AEW, but I'm going to. I mean, MJF is one of the most despised heels in all of wrestling, in my opinion. And, like, they're doing stuff over there. Like, that promo we cut last week on Dynamite, it now has me torn. They're now telling a story that's not just good guy versus bad guy. It's now deeper than that. All I'm saying is, like, and there have been multiple times where I've cheered MJF, or I've cheered for the heels, or I've cheered for whatever.
Yeah, same here. Like, Moose is heel. He's a heel champion in Impact, and I've cheered for Moose. Oh, I'm rooting for Moose this Saturday against Heath.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
And Heath is the face. And I'm cheering for Moose.
It's an Impact Plus pay-per-view, right?
Yeah. MJF can roast Miz on the mic. LOL. All right. Good. Mm-hmm. So I definitely feel you. I definitely do cheer for some heels. So, all right. But that being said, what would you rate tonight's Monday Night Raw?
Before that Edge promo, I was going to give the show a 2 because 2 out of 5 because they were like that first hour and a half was fine. It was fun, but it was fine. And then as the show went on, it was But that Edge promo, I got so amped and just everything about it. And Edge turning heel wasn't just I turned heel now. It was actually him fighting himself. He wasn't like, aha, I beat you and I concertoed it. All of that. Like, he was fighting.
Michael 101591 says Raw was a 2 out of 10. What would you rate it?
It's a 3 out of 5. This is it is fine. It is the most average show. It is fine. Like, I really like, you have, like, with WWE, you kind of have to look at it. You cannot rate it on the same thing. And, like, look, as much as I get frustrated at Raw and frustrated at WWE and frustrated at SmackDown, I still look at this and go, okay, was this actually good? Was this bad? What was what? I cannot look at this show in the same way that I look at AEW or Impact or New Japan or anything like that. This is a totally different show. And, like, I just feel that, if you think the show is a 2 out of 10 or a 1 out of 5, fine. Be my guest. That is totally
Steve
fine.
was saying Raw was decent tonight. He gives it a 3 out of 5.
Exactly. This was a fine, like, some stuff happened, some stuff sucked. Really, that Edge AJ promo, that very
Raw,
last,
even though it's so terrible, it's better than SmackDown.
because
You
they
can
have
make
no
that
one over
argument.
there. Because they have no one over there.
Yeah.
They have no one.
So I also have to agree. I also give it a 3 out of 5. I did like the whole opening segment with the Alpha Academy and the Kevin Owens show. I liked the 6 women tag. I really liked Balor versus Damian Priest, and I liked Edge's promo at the end. So fun stuff. I also give it a 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the end of the review. Do you have anything? And were you able to find any news for that happened these past couple of days, so that we can talk about the weekly wrestling report?
Hey! Hey! All right. Yeah. All right. I mean, I listen to Observer a lot. So
Steve Callahan said, "Loved Edge and AJ's interaction was great. Yes, it was. Good review. Thank you."
oh, thank you. Check out.
Oh, this is what okay, so Michael 101591 says, did you guys hear about the whole unification match? And when Roman wins the titles, he is going to carry the WWE Universal title, so they are not unifying them into one belt. I actually heard about that. I think Dave Meltzer reported on it. Let me see. I think I have it here.
So here's the thing. So I can talk about this.
Okay, go ahead.
So what they're doing is that they want to unify the belt. The problem is that with them unifying the belts, the thing is that both NBC Universal, which is USA, and Fox still want their own belts. They still want their own separate belts, separate from each other. They do not want that kind of like thing. So they're going to unify them. Like, and again, this is WWE we're talking about. WWE goes, oh, we're going to make one belt, and then they change their mind. The thing is that the other reason why they're not going to actually unify the belts is because in WWE's eyes, that it's not conducive in the modern, industry for them to do it. And I'm like, what?
Oh, okay. So I thought the way that was going to happen was that they were going to make one belt, but then they were going to introduce a new belt eventually.
Yeah.
I thought that's how they were going to do it.
I mean,
Michael 101591 asks, who is Roman going to face on SmackDown after he beat everybody? I was thinking Drew McIntyre, but he pretty much ran through the whole division.
You have no one. You literally have no one. That's the problem.
So what do you think of that? I mean, is this kind of going to be like the whole Jericho situation being the undisputed? So are they going to refer to Roman as the undisputed champion, or are they going to refer to him as the WWE and Universal champion?
I don't know. I don't know here. Like, let's see. Yeah, WWE doesn't believe it's feasible in the modern environment to only have one champion. This is from the Observer, F4W Online, but It says, quote, on the latest episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer gave an update on the WWE's title unification plans for Mania 38 and its aftermath. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns said, Meltzer noted that on Wrestling Observer Radio on Sunday that he's been told WWE does not believe it is, quote, feasible in the modern environment to have one world champion for both Raw and SmackDown. Continuing, quote, the deal here is that it is a unification match, from what I am told. It's the same idea as the last time they unified the titles. Remember, like 20 years ago, 18 years ago, when they did, and then like a week later, they handed a belt to Triple H. I was told that it is not feasible in the modern environment to not have each brand given two networks have a champion. So this would be a unification match, and then they will not forget about it, but there will be two champions. It's so whatever.
So is he going to be like John Cena having two belts, or is he just going to have one title and then they're going to introduce a new belt?
I don't know. I just don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't. They're probably what they're going to do. What they should do is that if they're going to unify the belts, you keep the WWE belt, not the Universal belt. The WWE belt is the most prestigious belt in all of wrestling. Ric Flair has held that belt. Dusty Rhodes has held that belt.
He's going to have two belts. Yes, we know he's going to have two belts.
But it's not like Becky 2 belts. It's not like he's holding 2 belts. It's that it's one championship. Sure, he may hold 2 belts for a time, but if they want to do the unification, it's going to be one title. Kind of like how Sammy Guevara is holding 2 belts, 2 TNT championship belts. But the thing is that he is the TNT champion, but he's holding the interim TNT belt and the actual TNT belt. Even though it's 2 actual physical belts, he's just the TNT champion. So there's that. But stuff that you would be happy about is
Well, actually, I was thinking of saving the Dynamite, the AEW stuff for Dynamite.
I was just about to bring that up. So AEW has announced that.
Well, I was thinking we should say that for Wednesday since that pertains to Dynamite. I was talking about in terms of WWE.
Oh well, then
one thing that I did hear, I don't know if you heard about this. It says a PW insider reported that Vince McMahon has decided to give a big push to Ricochet. And this was on WrestlingNews.co. They were the ones who quoted a PW insider.
I will.
It says PWinsider.com reported today that Vince McMahon has decided to give a big push to Ricochet, and that they consider him the second babyface too, behind Drew McIntyre. So, and Ricochet is scheduled to face Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. So, if he's supposed to get this big push, does that mean he's going to defeat Sami Zayn, take the title off of Sami Zayn? I mean, it could be Johnny Knoxville, cost him the title.
I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't trust when WWE. So-and-so WWE is high on blah 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 blah. I don't know.
Michael 10159 says, "I'm so sorry. It's too late for a push for Ricochet. They have buried him too much."
No, here's the thing. In wrestling, you can always bring someone back. You can always, if you book them properly, you can always bring them back.
Oh, Michael, I missed this comment. It says, exactly, they should retire the Universal title. If I was booking this, I would retire the Universal title and I would end the brand split. The thing is, you can't end the brand split. You don't want that.
You do not want that. I will, look, I get it. I get why people, and I've heard it, and, I get why people say, end the brand split, have one brand, and have,
Do you people now remember how horrible the non-brand split was? SmackDown was basically just a rehash of Raw.
I get it. I understand. Because look, when you have one belt, one big belt, that is your most prestigious belt, and then everyone comes up against it. If you make 2 belts, you split it in half, and it doesn't, which belt is more important and that kind of stuff. I get it. Here's the problem. With WWE, I remember the days of Super SmackDown or Super.
I remember those days
whatever.
Too. I'm old enough to remember them.
Terrible. I was so happy back in 2016 when they said, we're doing a brand split. And I'm like, finally, great. SmackDown's going to matter. Great. Because SmackDown was just previously on Raw. And it was terrible. It sucked. You do not want the end of the brand split. I would rather have boring SmackDown and just
Michael 101.91 says, I remember those days too.
You would rather have annoying Raw and just boring SmackDown that I have right now than that, because then one of your shows doesn't matter. Nope.
All right, so we actually had a lot of stuff breaking news today, but I do want to save the AEW stuff for Wednesday. But the other dirty thing that broke today was that we found out Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch is going to be on night 1 of WrestleMania. That means they're doing both of their women's matches on night 1.
That
so
should be night 2. That should be
I
night
definitely
2.
agree. This match should be on night 2 of WrestleMania. But now we're gonna have both women's matches. So what's night 2 gonna get? The tag team match? Oh, that reminds me. Naomi and Sasha Banks reformed Bad, Beautiful, and Dangerous, and are challenging for the tag titles. So that's probably gonna happen night 2, unless it happens on night 1. Then all the women's matches will take place on night 1.
Who cares about that match though? Who cares? I'm sorry. The women's tag belts are joke belts. Those belts don't matter.
If there needs to be any unification going on, it should be the women's tag team division. They should just merge the titles with the NXT titles.
I mean, honestly, like when they made those belts, you had a women's tag division, but you got rid of everyone. You don't have
Michael
anyone.
10159 says, I don't care for both women's matches. Night 2, a night of holla 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 tag team matches.
No, you want Charlotte.
Hello.
You want Charlotte and Ronda be night 1, and then you want Becky and Belair on night 2.
Oh, I guess I gotta go change my thumbnail. So the last piece of WWE news that broke today is WWE reported that tickets for Money in the Bank go on until Thursday, March 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Money in the Bank will be held in Las Vegas, Nevada at Allegiant Stadium. And ask me if I'm going to go.
Are you going to go?
Of course. I'm only going to the trip to Las Vegas. I might go to Las Vegas twice this year.
Look, here's the thing. Like, I will say Money in the Bank, I would probably say it's the Rumble. The Rumble is always fun, no matter how. I was honestly extremely surprised at how bad this year's Rumble was. But I would still go to the Rumble because the Rumble is always fun. Always. Like, no matter how bad of a year, the Rumble can always be fun. It's just, I was very surprised at how bad the men's Rumble was. The women's Rumble was good. Money in the Bank can be fun. Money in the Bank can be fun, and I would definitely go.
You know what's funny though? Last year, everybody told me SummerSlam sucked. I personally enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun because I was there live.
And see,
I still to this day refuse to rewatch that SummerSlam because I don't want to taint my memory of.
Because then you'll watch it and go, "Oh wait, it was sucky."
I was like, "This is not the SummerSlam I remember." I remember having a lot of fun at SummerSlam.
Here's the thing: that SummerSlam was fine. It wasn't terrible. Like, I think the reason why people go, "It was terrible," is because of the whole Becky Belair thing. That was terrible.
Michael 101591 says Money in the Bank is fun, but they should put it back on WrestleMania. Sorry, Datila, SummerSlam was terrible last year. LO. I actually liked SummerSlam. I had a lot of fun at SummerSlam.
Was fine.
And I wasn't tipsy.
SummerSlam was fine. As someone who didn't go and watched it just like you, SummerSlam I was there. Fine. It was okay. There was some holy crap. Why is this happening to? Oh, it's not bad. Like, but it's SummerSlam. It was fine.
But okay, so going back to what Michael said, you think they should put the Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania, or should they keep it as own pay-per-view?
I mean, it would make Mania mean more. Like, I do miss it being at Mania, but they don't care about Survivor Series. So, like, really, your big four is the Rumble, Mania, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. They don't care about Survivor Series. Survivor Series is like
my thing is interesting choice that they're picking Allegiant Stadium. I would have thought that they would pick the T-Mobile Arena. But I mean, I was, like I said, as someone that was there,
they consider Money in the Bank as now part of the Big Four.
Okay,
and now it's a
big five now. So it's gonna be a big five.
Mm-hmm. This is a big five.
So as somebody that was at SummerSlam, like, I have pictures. That arena was not full. It was not.
No duh.
So
why do you think?
But I heard from people that did watch it that WWE was plugging it as sold out. Right? Did they plug it as sold out?
I don't know if they said like the number.
Michael, if you're still in the chat, did they say SummerSlam was sold out? Speaking of Michael, he said Money in the Bank needs to come here to New York. You guys get everything. No, give the thumb up to the West Coast.
Yeah, and AEW needs to come back to Chicago.
No. Is Bad Bunny a part-time wrestler now? No, I don't think so.
No.
But Michael, if you're still there, let me know if they were saying SummerSlam was sold out. Like I said, that arena was not full.
No,
it was not full. Trust me.
I wouldn't put it past.
I have videos and pictures.
I wouldn't put it past WWE for them to say that. But anyway, whatever.
I don't know how they showed the crowd at SummerSlam.
It's everyone at the hard cam. It's how they
because where I saw everything. Like, I was like how I'm facing my computer screen. That's how I was at SummerSlam.
Yeah, but the thing is how they fix that so that way they get rid of so that way you don't see the darkness. They put everyone to the hard cam, so when you're looking at the hard cam, it looks packed. You can do it. It's not hard. It's very easy to do that. They've done it for billions of shows.
Yeah, and then like my seats next to me were totally empty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's gonna be fun to go back to Allegiant Stadium, that's for sure. Like, I'm just going for the trip to Vegas.
WWE needs to make stuff matter. If you make stuff matter,
Michael 101591 says, I think they did say it was sold out. Okay, well.
Yeah, wouldn't put it past them. Yeah.
Michael 1015 says AEW is coming to the West Coast. Yeah, I'll talk more about that on Wednesday because I have a lot to say about it. I have some stuff to say about that.
I know you do.
I have some stuff to say about that.
Oh,
but I don't think WWE broke any more news besides that, right? So, like I said, I know AEW news broke, but I'd rather talk about that on Wednesday because that's Dynamite Day.
I mean, mind you, you're gonna have to spend a long time talking about new stuff because Tony Khan's gonna be talking about a big thing that's going to impact the entire industry. So, and I'm like, it needs to be bigger than him acquiring Ring of Honor. It needs to be a super show with a bunch of guys. Because he says this is going to be on the level of the First Dance. And I'm like, that's a big deal.
No, he said it's going to be kind of like the First Dance, but not really.
Yeah. Like, but to that level, like that hype, that, oh my God, see him, like, if they go, yeah, we acquired Ring of Honor and its video library, everyone will go like, oh, great. Okay. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't care, but I'm an AEW mark, so I'll be happy about it regardless.
I think it's a super show. But if it's gonna be a super show, it should include Impact and New Japan. If it's just Impact, if it's just AEW and New Japan,
you Impact Mark. You Impact
we get shows here on when it's a big show. You should travel to the East Coast. Thank you for the invite, Michael 101591. And I do plan to go to the East Coast very soon. I do plan to go.
If they don't include Impact, they have failed.
No, I'm saying no, it's not that. It's just, I mean, if they're going to include the Bullet Club is also on Impact. Okay, you got Jay White appearing on Impact Wrestling with Chris Bay and the Good Brothers. And remind you, Jay White did kick out God from the Bullet Club. Okay,
look,
they should include Impact in this too.
Look, I'm all about seeing Impact and AEW and New Japan have a super show. I'm all about that life. But man, how just heated you got. We're like, they better include Impact. I'm like, dang. Like, ooh, someone's mad. Someone wants Impact really badly.
I watch Impact on a weekly basis. I'm probably like one of, I don't know how many handful of people that watch Impact.
It's only you. It's only you. I love Impact though too. I'm not saying that I don't. I love me my Impact. I've been watching old Impact, current Impact. I saw one of the more recent episodes when Josh Alexander was forced to leave. That was before.
Well, you're behind. You are way behind.
Well, I know because
Michael 101591 says 1 of 40 people. LOL. That's not funny. I'm gonna put you on timeout for not. Just kidding. Okay, like I would be happy. I would go to that show if it's AEW, New Japan, and Impact.
But if it's not Impact, if only Impact is not involved, F that show into eternity. F that show. F that show. It's AEW and New Japan. Screw you. You don't deserve it.
I'm just saying they should include Impact.
Aware. But if it's like, no, if it doesn't include Impact, F that show.
I mean, I would try to still go, but I would just be a really happy camper.
Really mad. I'd be really cross when I go see it. Impact's not here. Chris Bay. Look, the Bullet Club.
Hey, Chris Bay is good, okay?
Oh, I know. I love Chris Bay. I'm imitating you. Chris Bay's part of the Bullet Club. He's on Impact. Why isn't he on the show?
Moose changed Impact Wrestling because EC3.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it. I mean, I will. This is Steve Callahan saying "LO." Okay, you know what? Fine. We'll just talk about the Dynamite stuff then, in case we have a lot to say about that Super Show thing.
No, like you're fine. We're already going an hour and a half. Like, it's fine.
Okay. So Dynamite. AEW revealing they're going to have 2 shows in the West Coast, one in LA and one in Ontario. Michael 101591 saying that this has been a fun stream. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I have to say, the only reason they're doing the show in Ontario is because of the Bucks, but nobody cares about Ontario.
Mind you, they've been wanting to do Ontario for like that was actually in the books before COVID. They wanted to go to Ontario for like a while.
I know because that's their hometown. But when you travel to California, nobody says, "Oh, gee, I gotta go visit Ontario, California."
And no one
don't people say if I'm gonna go to Los Angeles?
Yeah, but like actually, I told you this. Like I'm like them going to Ontario. I actually like, and it's for a Rampage too. It's not even Dynamite.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been, but whatever. Beggars
You want
can't
them
be
to go
choosers.
you want them to go to Hollywood and have like them just like packed into the freaking arena and trying to like have like 4 hours to get out, like at Mania? No, you don't want that. Come on,
Ontario, Steve. LO. Yeah, there's an Ontario, California.
There is Ontario, California.
Not Toronto or Yonto. They should go to LA. They are coming to LA. They are, and you know where they're gonna be at? In Inglewood. Inglewood always up to no good. Don't let WWE fool you. WrestleMania next year is not going to be in Hollywood. It's going to be in Inglewood. It's right. The Forum is right next door to SoFi.
And mind you, the Forum is a good choice. Like they chose a smaller venue. The Forum, like I asked you, how big is it? It's about the same size as the Now Arena in Chicago. That is very.
That show's going to sell out.
It's gonna sell out. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be as loud as All Out is. Oh,
AEW to Canada. You can, yeah.
So. I want that. I want that so badly. Oh, baby boy.
Eventually, they'll go. I think they got to tour the West Coast first. The West Coast. Some love, man.
No, come to Chicago again. Come to Chicago again.
No, we're going to go to Chicago 50,000 times in a year.
Exactly. No.
All right. Well, do you have any other news that you find that you need to talk about?
No, outside of that, the Bucks were in front of Titan Towers and trolling people. It was great. I love the Bucks.
I don't watch Being the Elite, but I did.
You should really watch Being the Elite because it's phenomenal.
I tried watching 2 episodes of Being the Elite and I couldn't get into it.
And I think I asked you, did you watch like episode 1 and 2 from like?
I did watch episodes 1 and 2.
That's the problem. You watched the Being the Elite from like 8 years ago. Like. Look, I did the whole thing when AEW was.
Michael 101591 says, I need to visit the West Coast. Yes, you do. We got beautiful weather all year round. Okay.
It's really hot.
I think it's really going to be like 93 degrees here tomorrow. So.
I hate you. No, I hate life. No, kill me.
Come visit. We got nice weather all year round. WrestleMania is going to be here next year if you want to come.
Just kill me. 93 degrees. Just kill me. My fatness can't handle that. No.
All right. I guess that being said, that'll conclude the show. Do you got anything you want to promote before we sign off here?
The what?
Do you have anything you want to plug or promote?
Oh yeah, too hot. Yes, it is. I know I am. No. So you can go ahead and follow me on YouTube. I have also a YouTube channel. I cover video games called the Brotherhood of Geeks. YouTube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell everyone you know. Tell everyone you don't know. All that stuff. I cover video games. I'm right now playing through both Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden West. Right now, I'll be getting an unboxing of the collector's editions of both the collector's edition and the Regalia edition of Horizon Forbidden West. Along with I'll be getting some State of Plays up, which is like a PlayStation conference. I know Nintendo just did a direct on Pokemon. I'm going to do my reactions to that. I do reactions to movie trailers and TV shows and a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, go to youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow me on Twitter at DualShocked DualShockkedBog at Twitter. That is the name of our PlayStation podcast, DualShocked BOG. And then you can also follow me on Twitch when I stream, or me and my team streams at twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. And then, you can also follow me on Instagram, all the socials, all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, it's youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Please go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Tell everyone you know, tell everyone you don't know. I'll be putting up more stuff on there very, very soon.
As for myself, if you haven't already done so, I did do a Legacy of Power episode 3, Romance in Power Rangers, because yes, I am Rangers of Wrestling. I cover Power Rangers on here too. And make sure you follow me on Twitter at @Datila_. I live tweet during Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, Impact Wrestling, Rampage. Except I don't watch NXT 2.0, so I'm hot. So
Don't worry, it's fine.
But thank you guys all so much for watching and for your continued support. Help me get to 400 subscribers. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I'll keep you guys up to date on my journey to Double or Nothing and Money in the Bank.
Yay!
Have a great night, and may the power protect each and every one of you.
We're ready for AEW. Let's go!